講到歐洲，大家通常會聯想到一個字貴。但如果我同你講，歐洲有個地方一杯咖啡淨係需要4蚊，你會唔會信呢？呢個國家嘅生活成本極低，代唔代表生活美好呢？咩都平，唔係應該過得更加開心嘅咩？但人口喺度減少，國家越嚟越絕望，究竟發生咗咩事呢？當地人開心定係唔開心呢？低物價係機遇定係危機呢？最抵住嘅地方真係最抵住
？Здравейте.
Здравейте.
歡迎嚟到歐洲物價最低嘅國家——保加利亞。BBO 嘅觀眾大家好，眼看未為真，今日我哋帶大家去 Bulgaria 保加利亞。保加利亞係歐洲最低物價嘅國家，歷史名城，點解依家會搞成咁呢？有新聞話保加利亞人正喺度消失緊，年輕人又係咪真係想離開保加利亞呢？提提你，呢條片有3個聲道可以俾你揀，撳 setting 個掣就可以揀翻你想要嘅語言噶啦。保加利亞位於東南面嘅歐洲國家，有自己嘅語言同貨幣，擁有超過1000年嘅歷史，成為歐洲最古老嘅國家之一。如果你上網 search 保加利亞呢個地方，你會見到係歐洲古蹟第3多嘅國家。明明係一個名勝古蹟嘅聖地，但逐漸衰落。呢度嘅生活成本可以話係比起其他歐盟國家平成半咁多，保存歷史嘢就保存得好好啦。本來係歐洲歷史文化嘅重鎮，有晒先天優勢，點解會搞成依家咁樣？咪就係因為政府腐敗咯。
我以為喺度見得最多嘅會係雪山，但原來係一啲起到一半嘅工程。
Bulgarians are confronted by alarming revelations of state corruption.
Money is always missing and really visible for the people to see that the money are going somewhere but not in the citizens.
爛尾工程同腐敗問題可唔可以畫上個等號呢？我哋就唔敢落定論啦。雖然係窮，但係呢個國家並唔惡劣。街上邊有人賣二手嘢，個觀感有啲似深水埗咁。市中心都會有輕鐵，有新同舊嘅型號，仲要係好極端㗎。舊嘅真係好舊，新嘅又真係好新淨喎。雖然呢啲好似廢話，但你會見到成件事係好交錯㗎，絕對唔係所有嘢都好殘舊㗎。我哋嚟到首都 Sofia， 覺得同其他歐洲國家分別唔大，亦都感受唔到有咩特別嘅危險。網絡上面就有傳聞話呢度買咖啡淨係需要4蚊，我哋都睇過，原來係咖啡機先咁平。如果街邊嘅 coffee shop 大概20蚊一杯，都平成半㗎。
我哋嚟到保加利亞嘅超市，睇下呢度嘅物價係咪傳説之中咁平？一袋橙係7個12蚊港紙到，係平嘅，但係唔靚咯。
原來入口貨同英國 supermarket 比較，竟然係差唔多價錢。
1.5 litre 嘅可樂咧係8蚊一支，呢度咧係有壽司賣㗎，不過一盒要57蚊，同埋個樣咧其實都幾唔靚嘅。
但我哋都見到啲好平嘅嘢喎，例如呢一樣，
呢度嘅麵包係最平嘅，眼前呢一個1蚊都唔使，牛角包價值係2蚊，不過就唔知好唔好食啦。
我呢個包就好好食啦。阿婆，你嗰個好唔好食啊？總括而言，保加利亞嘅物價平就平啦，但質素就唔係咁好。
大家係咪覺得呢啲係豆腐呢？其實佢係羊奶芝士。
的而且確呢度嘅歷史古蹟保存得好好，亦都唔殘舊，望落去都幾靚添。雖然地方好窮，但係條街意外咁乾淨，地下又唔多垃圾，市容都唔差㗎。所以有時候要親身去一個地方感受下，先知道真實係點。網上講嘅嘢又有幾多成係真嘅呢？大家又估下，如果喺保加利亞食高級餐廳，究竟又要幾多錢呢？我哋嘅 crew 喺保加利亞食過唔同嘅餐廳，其中一間就係高級餐廳，最後埋單大概港紙400蚊。另一間 喺呢度消費都唔平㗎。
下一站帶大家去食保加利亞嘅貴價餐廳，買一個 Big Mac 加大係84蚊，買一個魚柳包餐加大咧係82蚊。
頭先我就買咗個麥當勞外賣，發現香港呢個價錢包埋運費，仲有甜品添。
呢度最特別嘅咧就係佢嗰個出餐方法，仲係舊式嗰隻嚟嘅。但係最離譜嘅係呢一包茄汁係7蚊一包，
好貴啊，要慳住點。
原來佢哋話保加利亞嘅 Big Mac 芝士都幾香濃㗎，保加利亞嘅芝士都好出名。如果想睇更加多保加利亞嘅傳統嘢食，大家記得 follow 我哋嘅 IG Reels 啊
！Cities in Bulgaria that reflect the country's acute demographic crisis.
呢個城市直情絕望到啲人要逃走啊！根據2021年嘅全國人口普查，保加利亞嘅人口暴跌到得返650萬人，越嚟越多保加利亞人選擇移民，特別係年輕人，佢哋會揀去其他歐洲國家揾更好嘅工作機會，咁都正常啊。去第二度人工高啲，生活條件好啲，俾我都去啦。保加利亞嘅65歲或以上人口比例係22%。不過我再上網揾啊，根據香港政府統計處嘅資料，喺2023年，香港65歲或以上嘅人口係佔總人口嘅23%，預計去到2028年，呢個比例將會增加到28%。咁其實 Bulgaria 嘅人口老化問題都唔係好嚴重啫，香港咪仲嚴重？咁年輕人又係咪真係想離開保加利亞呢？呢件事事關重大，真係要好好 fact check 啊！我哋嚟到保加利亞其中一間最出名嘅大學——索菲亞大學。
Yeah, I study in Sofia University.
I'm studying medicine.
And I'm studying informatics in Germany.
我哋發現保加利亞嘅後生仔都中意呢度，特別係首都索菲亞，覺得呢度安全同埋適合佢哋住。咁點解保加利亞嘅人口會流失呢？
Yeah, that is true. Actually, a lot of people from Bulgaria emigrate to other countries in the European Union for better economic opportunities.
That Bulgarians like to work in other countries, you mean? Yeah, I guess like because we're paid more when we work abroad.
工作报酬也会更高一些，薪水什么的也会更好一些，而且他们都是欧盟嘛，所以来去也比我们就是没有这种 visa 的要方便得多。
原來同歐盟有好大直接嘅關係，因為保加利亞係屬於歐盟成員國。簡單嚟講，佢哋手上嘅 passport 可以俾佢哋去歐洲唔同嘅地方工作，距離淨係幾個鐘嘅飛機。對於佢哋嚟講，去其他地方工作都唔係一件難嘅事。但係咁樣又唔代表所有人都想咁做喎。
Why you want to stay here?
Because I see opportunities, nice jobs, which I see myself doing here. For me, the money is not that important as the pleasure and fulfillment that one job gives.
講返保加利亞人口消失嘅問題，我哋就揾到一啲新聞就話嗰度有條村風景如畫，但係村入邊淨係剩返30幾個人。呢個村莊會逐漸消失，係咪真嘅呢？網上亦都有人提到啦，有一個叫做 Grandchildren for Rent 嘅計劃，目的係希望啲年輕人去村莊嗰度陪啲老人家。我哋依家就去現場睇下係咪真㗎啦。由 Sofia 揸車3個鐘，攝製隊終於到咗呢條村 Saya。好，證實咗風景如畫咧係假嘅，因為條村都幾荒蕪，了無人煙。但有一個特別嘅細節，如果有人過身係會貼街招㗎，會有亡者嘅樣同埋去世時間。原來係呢度嘅傳統，主要係想俾鄰居知道有人過咗身，係一種表示哀悼嘅方式。
其實呢條村咧咁細，住35人就真係唔出奇。我哋行咁耐咧，就見唔到人嘅，就係見到佢哋啫。
我哋好彩遇到當地嘅居民，佢哋喺英國搬過嚟住㗎。佢哋話呢個村莊基本上都係退休人士，所以年輕人唔會住呢度係好正常㗎。呢度咩都冇，下下都要揸車出去先買到生活用品。
American guy at the top, Belgium lady on the top, Russian. There's a nice, they call it a chalish day. It's like a place where they have a meeting place, dancing, singing, special days.
咁條村係咪會完結或者枯萎呢？
Many houses are being renovated. More people are moving here. Some nice houses there are renovating.
我哋有問關於 Grandchildren for Rent 嘅計劃，佢哋話冇聽過呢個計劃。原來呢度唔係淨係老人家，仲有中年人喺度住㗎。呢篇報道絕對係有誇大嘅成分啦。如果你睇完呢篇報道又冇去現場睇下，可能會信以為真，但其實真實又唔係咁樣喎。保加利亞一日唔變強，生活環境好似都唔會有咩改善。咁點樣變強好呢？我諗到啦，生仔咯！為咗扭轉局勢，國家推出咗世界上最長嘅全薪產假，係足足58個星期啊！希望可以提高出生率。
Do you want to have a baby in the future?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I'm not sure yet, but probably one day.
我哋訪問咗幾個女仔，佢哋都有計劃生小朋友。佢哋覺得喺呢個國家要湊大一個小朋友唔係好貴，同埋當佢哋大個之後都可以去其他地方做嘢，所以佢哋都覺得會生小朋友，而且係人生嘅一部分。雖然依家保加利亞嘅出生率下降緊，但聽佢哋咁樣講完之後嘅出生率會唔會上升返呢？
Well, how I describe Bulgaria? Well, geographically, it's a country in Southeast Europe. It's a country with rich history and which has gone through different periods. And I say it's maybe a very diverse country.
Stupid people!
Very cool country with most history.
一個咁多問題嘅國家，其實又真係好難用一兩個政策就解決晒所有根本問題。點樣先可以吸引到啲人留喺度？點樣先鼓勵到多啲人生 BB？ 點樣先吸引到啲人喺度做生意？政策係死嘅，人民信唔信你做到先係關鍵。
I'd say the people are very, very open, like especially towards tourists. We're always happy to see that someone comes here to visit us. Very welcoming. We'll always welcome them in your home and so on. I'd say very friendly, pretty much. Yeah.
Bulgaria is home for us. Our parents are here, our grandparents as well. But
yeah, our friends also.
生活成本最平，唔代表係最唔開心；窮亦唔代表得唔到快樂。同保加利亞人傾偈，我哋覺得佢哋好 friendly。如果你身處喺呢個地方，你又會點樣做呢？多謝大家收睇 BBO， 記得留言同訂閱支持我哋啊！